Happy day, children. Rainbows remind us that even after the darkest clouds and the fiercest winds, there is still beauty. We all know rainbow. During rainy season, we can see it. It reminds us that even after the darkest clouds and fiercest winds, there is still beauty. That is, whatever the problems it may be, still you have the ability to overcome it. Let us continue Unit 3 Supplementary Reader, the 3 questions, Section 2. Already know the king was in the wood with the hermit, and you just asked these 3 questions. Do you remember the 3 questions, children? Can you say it now? The 3 questions were: what was the right time for every action? Who were the most necessary people? What is the most important thing to do? So many suggestions have been given, but still not convinced. So one is king went to the woods and visited the hermit. At the time, a bearded man came running. When the king was with the hermit near his hut, a bearded man fell fainted as he reached the king. The king washed and bandaged his wound in his stomach. Still bleeding stopped. The king gave water to the thirsty man. The tired king and the bearded man slept in the hermit's hut that night. In the morning, the wounded man, asked for the king's forgiveness. In the morning, he just asked for the forgiveness. But the king did not know him. He said that he was the king's enemy who had come to kill him. The bodyguard found him, that is, the king's bodyguard found him and attacked. While he was escaping only, he was saved by the king. And the bearded man promised to serve the king as a faithful slave along with his family. He just said that he would be a faithful slave along with his family for the king throughout his life. The happy king forgave and made peace with his enemy. He sent his servants and physicians to attend the wounded man and also promised to restore his property. The king asked the hermit for the answers for his questions before he left him. The hermit told that it had been already answered. Firstly, the most important thing was when the king was digging the beds. Secondly, the important man was the hermit. Thirdly, do good for the hermit was the king's important business. Next, the most important 3 was when the king attended his enemy. The important man was the enemy who the king made peace with. The important business was what the king did for the bearded man. Children, there is no necessary things or important persons. So whatever it may be, to the present situation you have to adapt. You just decide what was the right time to do the action, who are the right persons you need, and what was the important thing first you have to do. When you see a man hit with the accident, now you are too young. Is it clear? So when you grow up, you just try to attend them, take them to the nearest hospital. Is it clear? Don't think that some other will come, some relatives will come and do. You should have some responsibility. So just according to the situation, think and then react. Which was the most important work, and who were the important person, and then what is the important thing to do right now. I hope this lesson is more clear for you. What were the 3 questions? Because this one is very important, because with these 3 questions only the chapter goes on. What is the right time for every action? What is the right time for every action? Who were the most necessary people? What was the most important thing to do? These were the 3 questions. Already we have discussed this: proclaimed, announced officially, observed, took or soaked it, renowned, famous, eminent, distinguished, prominent, affairs, event, incident. The king wanted to know. I already said you to try. Let me discuss the answers. No answers for the how many questions? 3 questions. The hermit lived in a wood. Dash widely renowned for his wisdom. Hermit. The answer for the first question The answer for the first question was to have a dash for the proper time for everything. Council of wise men. Dash were referred to know the right time for every action. Magicians. The king decided to consult a hermit. Who said these words? They all answered as three questions. Here it is taken, you can take it as the words of Leo Tolstoy. They learned men is the king. The second one is the king. Third one is the hermit. Now let us go for the section 2 glossary words. Already we have seen about Leo Tolstoy. Mourning, cry, sob, unfasten, undo or disconnect. Any one you can go for. Revive, restored to life. Crouched, bent or stopped. Threshold, doorstep, entrance. Seized, snatched, grabbed. Ambush. Surprise, attack, trap, entrap, pounce on. Right, true or false for the following. The bearded man was the enemy of the king. Yes, true. The king and the hermit refused to help the wounded man. It's false. They attended him. The wounded man asked for the king forgiveness. True. The king promised to restore the property of the bearded man. Is true. Then matching. Physician, medical practitioner. Second one, restored, bring back. Third one, repent, regret. Ambush, surprise, attack. Now question answer it will be given as PDF. You can do. Read the Indian folk tale given below and fill in the blank spaces with suitable words. So the conjunctions have been given. There were once 3 tortoises, a father, mother, and a baby. And then on one fine morning during spring that they decided that they would like to go for a picnic. They picked the place where they would go, a nice wood at some distance, and they began to put their things together. They got tons of cheese, vegetable, meat, and fruits. They were ready for the picnic. They set out carried for the basket. After 18 months, they sat down for rest. They enjoyed the picnic very much. Now, word of the day. I hope it will be useful for you. You also can go for the new words every day so that it will be useful for you guys. Now let us go for the word transmit. This is a word which was moving on, at present pandemic curse there. Corona, COVID-19 cause a disease to pass from animal to human or from human to human. For that only we are asked to wear mask, save ourselves. Synonyms: transfer, pass on, communicate. Example, sentence: many diseases are transmitted to physical contact. For that only you are asked to wear mask. So keep safe, sanitize yourself. Thank you children. Complete section 1 and 2 book exercises and section 2 question answers. Thank you children. Have a nice day. Take care of yourself. Stay home. Stay safe.